Good afternoon. We're here at Emerald Lakes, and what we're doing is looking at conditions in light winds and the strategic decisions and tactics which matter in these light conditions. Light wind racing is all about maximising time in pressure. On days when the wind is patchy, as we're seeing here, streaky or dying altogether, the faster sailor isn't the one taking the shortest path, it's the one who finds and stays in more breeze than the competition. Here's how to turn chasing the breeze into a deliberate, repeatable, race-winning strategies. What I would like you to do is focus on 51, which is the pink boat. That's Rex, our Commodore, very seasoned sailor. What you'll notice, he is sailing his race plan by sailing into the breeze and continuing to have more pressure than the competition, and this results in him performing extremely well in this race. More importantly, we need to understand light wind behaviour. Light wind doesn't just blanket the course evenly. The wind travels in narrow bands or patches, and these move across the water, sometimes shifting direction, often arriving in waves. When we look across the course, what we need to look for is ripples. The ripples equals wind, and you need to look for the darker, textured water on the course. The glass or shiny patches equals dead zones, and we need to avoid those shiny patches unless there's no choice. The fastest area of the wind is the edge lines, and that's the border between the calm and the rippled waters, is often the highest wind pressure areas and where you can gain the most. Initially, you need to plan before you commit to what side you're going to sail. Before the start and during the race, scan the entire course. Your decision should be based on where the next patch of wind will be, not just the one you're in now. Important to ask yourself, which side of the course is getting more puffs? Are the wind streaks angled or straight down the middle? Look around. Is there a visible sequence, i.e. puffs on the right, then to the left, then back again? The more you can predict where the pressure will form, the earlier you can move towards it. So we're sailing now, and positioning for the puff is really important. You can't chase a puff. You need to look ahead and aim to intercept the puff as it moves down the course. Keep the bow pointing towards the upwind source of the puff, not the mark, if the pressure is offset. If necessary, make short-term courses and change to position yourself in the path of the breeze coming down the course. Sailing in these tricky variable conditions, boat speed is priority number one, as momentum is fragile. So you need to steer gently, as oversteering can kill your speed instantly. You need to trim your sails. Adjusting your sail positions is better than moving your boat. And so ease your sheets so your telltales just stream. And number one is avoid choking your slot. If in doubt, let it out. Keep focused mentally. Minimize distractions and stay in the rhythm of the puffs. Once you're in the puff, avoid unnecessary maneuvers and keep your boat speed moving as quickly as possible. Really important before you even start is to set your pivot point correctly. The worst thing that can happen in these light conditions is an inverted jib. So make sure your pivot point is correct. Always think when you're sailing these races, wind first, mark second. The classic light wind mistake is holding your course to the mark where there is more wind elsewhere. Detouring like 5 to 10 metres towards a stronger path will often yield more net gain than sailing the shortest path in weak air. When you decide whether to tack or jibe towards the puff, remember, in light airs, time in pressure beats distance efficiency. Always have the right mindset when you're sailing in these light conditions. It's maybe frustrating for many sailors, but you'll win by staying patient, continually reading the course, and making calm, deliberate moves towards better pressure. When everyone is reacting to what's happening now, you should be reacting to what's about to happen. When I'm sailing, the key takeaways on light job is pretty simple. Spend more time in the stronger wind than your competitors. Spot it first, position for it, and protect it. Mastering this skill and you'll consistently rise through the fleet on days when others are drifting and frustrated. If you look at what 5-1 has done, she's done a superb job sailing the race today, and she's coming up now for a finish in second place. Full sail 5-1, and that's it for me now. Enjoy the sailing. Bye for now.